The negotiations in the TMEC were quite controversial, as this industry has been key to the renegotiation of the agreement and can be considered as one of the sectors that gave rise to the need to renegotiate the trade agreement. This is due to the weight that the automotive industry has in the economy of each of the countries, especially in the case of Mexico and the US, even more because of the weight that the automotive industry of the region as a whole has worldwide. So, in conclusion, the importance of the automotive industry in the countries of the TMEC region in the world is clear, since two of them are placed within the first six producers of vehicles worldwide, Mexico and the US, and the latter also is one of the markets with the highest consumption of vehicles.
Economic crisis of COVID-19 has caused some of the industrialized countries to drop significantly. 80% of the supply chain that makes cars go through China. Only the first month sales fell by 18%, and it says that if 2 months of 2019 were compared with those of 2020, they will have fallen by 40%. Only in Mexico estimate that the industry will lose 110 billion pesos. The pandemic greatly affects the Mexican economy since the automobile sector represents 3.8 of the GDP.
An original equipment manufacturer is a company whose goods are used as components in the products of other company, which then sells the finished item to users. Tier 1 suppliers are manufacturers that deal directly with OEM companies. These are often major companies in their own right. Um, while tier suppliers are creating parts and equipment, they generally don't make the pieces that make up those parts. For that, they turn to Tier 2 suppliers. Tier 2 suppliers deal directly with the Tier 1 suppliers, not with the OEMs. However, in certain situations, a Tier 2 supplier may also serve as a Tier 1 supplier for other companies. A Tier 3 supplier can be the company providing the raw materials like steel or plastic, thus making them the end of the supply chain. Or they may be bigger tiers. It depends on the complexity of the product that they are making.
The automotive industry installed in Mexico went from 7th to 6th place, surpassing South Korea by just 100,000 units in the manufacture of light and heavy automobile. In Latin America, Mexico maintains the first place in the manufacture of automotive units. The big manufacturers that lead the production list in the country are General Motors, Nissan, Chrysler, Volkswagen, and Ford, according to the number of units produced. Labor is the main most competitive cost in Mexico in relation to the United States, in addition to having a high level of qualification, which implies an additional attraction.